your Mac screen goes black, giving you various warning messages like you need to restart your computer. This is known as kernel panic error. In this video, we will show you software and hardware-based fixes to solve this issue on Mac. Solution 1. Update all your software. Start by launching the App Store app through Spotlight or the Apple menu. Go to the App Store and click Updates to see the latest updates available for your Mac. If some tools have not been updated for long, it may well be the root of the kernel panic problem. If update is available, then update all apps. Solution 2. Ensure enough free space on the drive. Apple recommends reserving at least 20% of free space on your startup drive. Your Mac needs enough room to breathe freely. But when there's lack of physical or virtual memory, your Mac's performance drags down, and kernel panic is quite common. Choose Apple menu, click on About this Mac, switch to the Storage tab. If your main volume is approaching full capacity, then you want to make more room for it. The obvious solution would be to delete unused apps or whatever old junk is stored there. You can click Manage and try to free up some space using the built-in Apple tools. Solution 3. Launch Disk Utility. Kernel panic may happen due to corrupted files or issues with external devices. Fortunately, Apple partially took care of this with their built-in Disk Utility. Launching Disk Utility's first aid tool would detect any disk errors, and if it can solve them, you're lucky again. Choose Apple menu and restart Mac. Hold down Command+R while you restart the computer. Go to Disk Utility and click on First Aid. Follow the on-screen commands and expect to see something like Operation Successful in the report. In the worst-case scenario, you might get the underlying task reported failure, which suggests the disk repair failed. At this point, you should start thinking about saving your data and reformatting the drive. Solution 4. Disable startup items. There's a good chance login items are the reason your Mac randomly restarts. With dozens of apps launching on startup, they could be too many for your processor to handle. To troubleshoot kernel panic, now your tactics would be to disable these programs and check how your Mac behaves. To disable login items, follow this path. Go to System Preferences, choose Users and Groups. Select your username in the menu. Switch to the Login Items tab. Choose a startup item you want to disable, and then click the minus symbol. Restart your Mac to enable the changes. Solution 5. Reinstall macOS. Nothing of the above helped. Now, you can try a way that most definitely will save your Mac is to reinstall your OS from scratch. It's like starting a new life. But if you do this, all of your Mac hard drive data will be lost. So back up your data first. Restart your Mac and then hold down Command+R to activate recovery mode. In the first window, select Reinstall macOS Continue. Agree to the terms and conditions. Select the hard drive you'd like to reinstall macOS Monterey and click Install. All the connected hardware could be responsible for the crash fever on your Mac, and it happens quite often. Let's walk through the hardware solutions to kernel panics. The first hardware fix is to turn off peripheral device. Now, you need to plug off everything connected to your Mac: printers, external video cards, network adapters, etc. Restart your Mac and connect one device at a time. The next method is to run Apple Diagnostics. Depending on your OS, this built-in tool may be called Apple Diagnostics or Apple Hardware Test. Restart your Mac and continue to press and hold the power button as your Mac starts up. Release the button when startup options appear. Press Command+D on your keyboard. Apple Diagnostics would launch automatically and test your hardware condition. If any problems are detected, you'll get a detailed report, which is now your official invitation to pay a visit to Apple support. You may lose data due to kernel panic issue. In this case, we highly suggest you use third-party recovery tool to get back lost or deleted data from Mac. Tenorshare 4DDiG is a professional Mac data recovery tool that can be used to recover photos, videos, documents, and more with simply 3 steps. To recover with 4DDiG, Download and install the program on your Mac and launch the application. Select Mac hard drive and click Scan to proceed. Now for DDig, we'll start scanning Mac hard drive to find lost data. After the scanning, you can choose files to preview and then click Recover to save them to a different partition. Hopefully these methods can help you solve Kernel Panic warnings error in macOS. If you ever lost data due to Kernel Panic on Mac, just try 10 or share 4 DDig. Subscribe to our channel if you want more useful tips. See you next time.